I mean, it would be interesting to do a study of the relation between the hijab that Muslims wear and the dress that nuns wear, because I think it was in the 60s that Catholicism abolished the requirement of dress for nuns in the West. But now there's a movement of nuns to go back to some kind of what we call headscarf or head covering. So it'd be interesting to do, but I haven't seen a study yet comparing the movement for return to conventional covering among both Catholics and Muslims.
Dr. Leila wasn't to know that I have been doing exactly that, especially in churches around the world. When I'm asked about the hijab, I ask them in turn, who of them has ever seen a woman wearing hijab before? And of course, all of them raise their hands. Then I ask, who among you has ever wondered why they wear it? And 90% of them raise their hands. Then I show them this picture. Then I ask, do you know who she is? Yes, they answer, Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. Then I show them this picture and I ask, who is she? They say, Mother Teresa, the Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Then I ask them, may we say that in your eyes these are the best two women? And they say yes. Then I show them a picture of a Muslim woman and I ask them, what is common to these three images? They say, the hijab. All three are covered except for faces and hands. And I say, excuse me, a minute ago you were asking me why Muslim women dress like that? But some Muslim women do not only cover their hair. There are those who also cover their faces wearing what's known as niqab or sometimes burqa. I met one of them, Naima, a British convert of whom the British newspaper The Daily Telegraph wrote, that Muslim woman could be happier than you. She is also the chief editor of Sisters magazine, as well as a prize-winning author of many books, including the popular From My Sister's Lips. She told me that when she was still searching, she went to an evangelical Christian church, attended the ceremony, and then wanted to know more.
I went back to the back where they were taking people who had said that they accept Jesus Christ as their Savior, and I said, I want to know how I can know this is the truth. What's the proof? And she said to me, you just have to believe. You just have to believe. And I said, well, I can't do that. I need something more than just blind faith. So I left that, went to university, and my first encounter with Islam that I became aware of was when I came to Egypt. And interestingly enough, it was actually seeing women wearing hijab that made me very, very, very upset. I disapproved of it 100%. Consider myself a feminist, cosmopolitan feminist, and the sight of these women covering themselves, I felt sorry for them. I thought, why do their men make them wear this? What's this all about? And then one day, we went to a festival and there was a lady there. She was wearing a hijab. And she was very, very beautiful, mashallah. She had one of those faces which radiated light. She was a very lovely lady. And I thought, no, I'm going to ask her. I'm not going to assume. I'm going to ask her why she wears that thing on her head. So I said to her, you are so beautiful. Why? Why do you cover yourself? And she smiled at me and she said, because I want to be judged for what I say and what I do, not what I look like. And for me, I'd never, ever heard that idea, ever in my life. And it made me really start thinking about my lifestyle, my ideas, my values. And I thought to myself, when I saw these women, I saw them as weak. But now when she says that to me, when she says that she doesn't need male attention, she doesn't need male approval, I think maybe I'm the one who's weak and she's the one who's strong. And I wonder whether I could be as strong as that. So when I went back to England, I got a copy of the Quran and I started reading it. And I said to myself, I'm going to read the Bible and I'm going to read the Quran because maybe now is the time in my life that I need to make a choice for my spiritual side, which I had been ignoring all this time. I never got around to the Bible in the end. I just read the Quran and it made sense to me. The lifestyle choices made sense to me. It seemed like a very sane and healthy and safe type of life. And I thought if I ever have children, I would want to raise them in a strong belief system and in an environment that fosters the best that is within them. And that was the end of one journey and the start of another journey within the deen, within the religion of Islam.